Did we just witness the greatest Fear of the Walking Dead episode of all time? Let's get right into that. Wow, guys, so this was an incredible episode from Fear of the Walking Dead. I was not expecting this. This was fantastic. You know, I've been giving up on Fear of the Walking Dead. In season 5, I was literally pushing myself to get through it. That's how much it was honestly incredibly boring in my opinion. It was rough. It was rough. But I gave it another chance. It's under the Walking Dead, so I figured I would give it another chance. I watched the premiere of season 6, and wow, guys, this was outstanding. I honestly think I have not filmed The World Beyond episode 1 and episode 2 review yet. That is coming soon, though. Stay tuned. But I have watched it. And out of episode 1 and 2 of World Beyond, out of the finale of The Walking Dead, and out of this episode, the premiere of Fear of the Walking Dead Season 6, this episode is the best episode. Now, that might be an unpopular opinion, but that is my opinion. It was great. So, yeah, let's get into it. So, what we started off with was Morgan. Actually, it was actually an introduction to a bounty hunter named Emil, who had ties with Virginia. And Virginia was basically contacting Emil and saying, I need to know if Morgan Jones is dead or alive. Can you do that for me? And he says he'll know soon enough. And he makes a little box to put his head in when he kills him. Or when he tries to kill him. But yeah. So, and on Morgan's side, we see him going through the town. He has the bullet hole and from Virginia. His eyes are bloodshot red. He's doing bad. He's on the borderline of the C Red Morgan, So we have him, and he's going through the town, and he comes across a character named Isaac. And so Isaac is he's trying to find medicine for his wife and bring it back to his wife that's in labor. And we have this great scene where Emil catches up with Morgan, and they're in the city, and Isaac's there, Morgan's there, and Isaac's actually able to shake off Emil. And I thought this was really good. Like, usually villains don't trust like that, but Emil trusted Isaac, and he got lied to for it. But yeah, so Isaac's able to shake him off. Isaac and Morgan get to know each other more and more and more. And Emil has this awesome dog, this bloodhound. I think he has a name. Honestly, don't remember the name though, guys. But it's a bloodhound, and yeah, I love it. So basically, throughout the episode, Emil is going after Morgan, and Morgan is explaining to Isaac what has happened, and Isaac's kind of explaining his side of the his story, right? So Isaac's Isaac. It turns out that Isaac is a former worker for Virginia. I forgot what they called it, a ranger or something. But yeah, he's a former worker for Virginia, and Morgan starts. It's hard for him to trust people. He's like I said, he's on borderline icy red Morgan, so he keeps getting agitated with Isaac because he thinks Isaac's a bad person, and because Isaac, it turns out that Isaac knows Morgan's name, and he also knows Virginia, but he knows Virginia because Morgan says that she's the person who's after me is still after me, basically, and Isaac basically knows that would be Virginia. And so yeah, and then we see Isaac and Morgan finally arrive to his wife, which they live in a dam, or nearby a dam. Technically, it's in a dam. Anyway, they finally arrive to his wife, and Morgan, well, first to get there, Morgan and Isaac have to kill a bunch of walkers, and like I said, guys, the entire episode, Morgan is mentally like kind of ish unstable, not unstable, but you know, like I said, borderline. I see Red Morgan, and he's also physically very beaten up because he still has the bullet in him. His bullet hole is infected. It's a bunch of nasty stuff, and during all this, he's able to walk through walkers basically, and they won't notice him. And that's still, that in my mind, that's still a question as to why that's happening, is because I still think he's immune. I mean, that's literally the only thing that makes sense, because we've seen where characters are brutally injured, but walkers are still noticing them in the other shows. So Isaac and Morgan are able to fight their way through the walkers, go through the front gates to the dam. They find his wife, and she has not had the baby yet. He gets the supplies to her, and it's revealed that he is bitten. Isaac is bitten, and it makes Morgan think, you know, it bothers Morgan a lot. It does. It definitely bothers Morgan a lot. He feels like, you know, he just feels I don't really know I don't even know what the word to use here is. He's just really sad about it. So Emil catches up with Morgan and Isaac at the dam, and they have this basically a 2v1 fight where Isaac and Morgan versus Emil, and finally Morgan and Isaac win, and they're able to take down Emil. Emil basically is telling Morgan, "You don't have the guts to kill me," and he just kills him. And I was like, "You don't want to test Morgan, because we know Morgan, guys. Like, we know Morgan. He's the most unstable character. Like, he doesn't care. He will kill you." So so we have Morgan cutting off the head of Emil, which I thought was crazy. And it turns out after that, Morgan finds the key that's been getting passed around between characters. I really don't know what it's to. We'll find out later in the season for sure. But he finds the key. He takes off his clothes. This is off screen, but he takes off his clothes, puts his clothes on, and even befriends his dog. But Morgan passes out after the fight. So he puts on his clothes after he passes out, when he wakes up. But basically, Morgan passes out after that fight versus Emil, and when he wakes up, it's revealed that Isaac died, and his wife had to bury him, and the baby was born. And it's actually not revealed if Isaac got to see the baby. I'm pretty sure he did, but I don't know. And the Bloodhound actually stays by Morgan's side. He's actually the one that wakes up Morgan, which I thought was very interesting. So we had, it was just a beautiful written episode. I loved it, guys. And so we have Morgan put on the clothes of Emil and befriend his dog, which I think he also has a name, but I forgot his name. So he befriends his dog and puts on his clothes and stuff like that. And he puts Emil's head in the box that says Morgan Jones on it, and he makes a roadblock for Virginia that has the box on the roadblock says Morgan Jones, and it has Emil's head in it as Walker Fied, and it says he on the walkie he messages or he's talking to Virginia, and he says, "Morgan Jones is dead. You're dealing with someone else now." It's just like insane, guys. I love that. So he's basically Emil now. Like he's turned into Emil. He's using his weapon. He drops Morgan's stick. He's using this. He's wearing his clothes. He's befriending his dog. It's like, it's insane, guys. It's absolutely insane. What a beautiful written episode. What a beautifully written episode. Yeah, that's the episode, guys. At the end of the episode, it's revealed that there's a submarine that says the end of the beginning. or is that it? No, it's the title. It's the title of the episode. It has that written on a submarine that's ashore, and there's two random guys, probably characters to come, that are looking for the key that Morgan has. So yeah, it's like I said, yes, this episode I think is the greatest Fear the Walking Dead episode to date, and I think I can say that pretty confidently, because yeah, it's the only one that I was like, holy shit, this was a great episode. Like I haven't actually said that about a Fear the Walking Dead episode in like 3 seasons, like literally. So yeah, guys, that's my review for season 6, episode 1 of Fear the Walking Dead. We're gonna be doing these. We're gonna be reviewing a lot. We have World Beyond episode 1 and 2 and the Walking Dead season finale coming out. I've been a little bit late on these, but they're coming out. They're coming out. It's been way too long, but I'm finally to the point where I can work on these reviews and stuff. So yeah, guys, smash like if you enjoyed. Please hit subscribe. It helps me out greatly for future to see future Walking Dead episodes for me, reviews and stuff like that. Yeah, I post Walking Dead content on a well, I try to make it a daily basis. But yeah, thank you guys so much. This is Fearcat signing out.